Hey crafters, welcome to March's edition of Making and Taking Crafts. We're doing this March spring door, welcome spring door decor, and you're going to fashion this little springtime decoration. So in your kit, you will find a large plastic faux wood plate. I have pre-drilled the holes for you. You're welcome. A white plastic plate, 2 vinyls. One is chalkboard vinyl and a figure, which I have also cut for you. Ribbon, which will be in assorted colors, and also you will have some assorted floral, dried and not dried, silk and paper florals, which will be assorted, as I just said, some jute, and a little bit of floral tape. And that is it. You will need to provide hot glue and glue gun, some kitchen utility scissors, or something that has the ability to cut wire, and some regular scissors, and a pencil. The pencil is going to be used to push the jute through the hole. So let's get started. First, take one of your handy dandy disinfectant wipes, since we all have them, and you want to wipe these things down just so that they receive the glue. Okay. All the plates were drilled in different spots, so make sure that you find the holes, and the holes are going to be closer to the top. If you try and string it this way, it's not going to work, and it'll flip over anyway. So the first thing you want to do is get your jute. We are doubling it up, so you want to take both ends like so, and you're going to push it through from the back to the front. Now this is the part where you might get a little frustrated because it's a little bit thicker. You could put Scotch tape on the end, the back of it, to poke it through, or you could just use a pencil to poke it through. Now watch me not be able to do this. Whee! Huh, I am having a time. And see what, now watch. So here's what we do. We cut the ends again because they're starting to unravel, and I should have better luck. Okay, there's one. And then now, as you can see, I'm going to pull this tight to make room for the other one. And then I can poke it through with my pencil or whatever. Poking, poking, poking. All right, so then you want to pull it through. There's plenty of excess. And wow, it's being bad today. Pull the whole thing. Now since it is jute, see, look at, I'm finding all these snags for you so that you don't have to deal with this. All right, you want to take the end and you just want to knot it. Make sure you have enough room, and then you want to trim this end. Then cut the loop, and you're going to push these through the other hole. You can try 2 at a time. Just need a few little tails that go through, then you can pull through. Now, it's up to you how long you want it to be from the back, how much you want it to show, how high up. I'm going pretty close because I trimmed off a lot. Then you're going to knot it. Now note, I'm taking both pieces at the same time, and I'm just going to make a single knot as if the 2 strands were just one. It's just 2-ply. Tighten that up, trim. Now your hanging device is situated. The next portion is probably the other most challenging. It's just to arrange your florals. So they are going to be, like I said, assorted. And so you're going to, however you want to arrange them, This is where you might have to use wire cutters or the utility scissors to cut some of these thicker stems that have a wire in them. Now for this one, what I did was I cut the stem, but I bent it back over because I want the floral to be on this side. And you can fool around with anything that you want to do, but you're going to gather them all up and arrange them. Now, if you'll note, I'm going to take, some of these don't have actual wires in them. They have like fishing line filament. And so it might be challenging to attach them. So you can wrap it around, but that's where your floral tape comes in handy. To use it, you'll have more than I provided here in your kit. You want to pull it off, but you want to rub it between your fingers to activate the wax that's on it. And then I'm going to take a little piece here and attach it. You don't want to have too much on here. They're not, it's supposed to be sort of a minimalist application. You can also use your hot glue to try and attach these, but I am not a huge fan of hot gluing everything simply because of the glue strings it leaves all over everything. Okay, so I'm trying to arrange sort of a symmetrical situation here, and I'm doing it upside down. All right, so once you have it arranged the way you would like, I find one stem that at least has a wire, and then you're going to wrap it around the whole bundle, and that holds it all together in the center. Once you glue your ribbon on, it will cover that and conceal it. Next, you're going to, let's see, get your hot glue gun. Please tell me this is on. Oh, no. It's not even on. Pause for station identification. Okay, so next, once you have your florals arranged, just put a little hot glue right in the center. And glue your items in place. Oops. Look what I've done there. You want to hold it in position till it cools. Everybody's is going to look a little bit different than everybody else's because everybody's getting different items. All right. Okay, so to form your bow, what you want to do is, I made little notched ends. The wire in this ribbon is pretty thin, so you take the ends and you fold them, and then you're going to cut from the outside corner to the fold. You just cut a little diagonal, and then when you open it up, voila, you have a little notched end. Since you're not really cutting the wire, it's not going to hurt your regular scissors. Raw edge, folded edge, cut to the center. Now for this, you're just going to make a single knot in the middle. You might have to futz with it a little bit to get the tail centered. It shouldn't be too difficult of a task. It's kind of a loose situation. And then that will go over the area where they're all joined. You can put your vinyls on before you hot glue the plate on, but I don't recommend it because it's just for the heat of the glue gun on the plate. So the next thing is to hot glue the plate, the white plate. You can be generous here. And I'm going to put the little ruffle at the top, and you want to make sure your flowers are kind of on the top of it there, and press it into place. So you center it. There's a little divot in the plate, and then let that cool. coming along, it's coming along. All right. Now, we'll add the bow very last. This is chalkboard vinyl. All you're going to do is peel it off, your fingernail, pull it apart slowly so that it does not stick to itself. It is removable, so if you need to reposition it, you can. I like to sort of fold it in half and lay it on top of what you're going to do so that the middle gets in there first, if you can. Just let it rest on there, and then from the middle out, see, look, you can get your air bubbles out. And this is where you'll see how good of a job you did cleaning or not cleaning. If you're really fussy about the air bubbles, like I said, you can lift it up. Don't do it too many times though, because you don't want to damage it. Just keep pressing forward. If you're really fussy about air bubbles, again, you could use a pin and pop it. It's just not going to cooperate today, I see. There must be some really good dirt on there that I didn't see. So now I am. It's a good thing now you're seeing all these problems, so we can lift it up a little bit and get the air bubbles out. You don't want to mess with it too much to ruin the edges. Okay, the next one is the bunny. You're going to remove the top layer. No, you're not. You want the bunny to be stuck to the top layer. If it isn't, you might have to re-rub it on there. Credit card, finger, if you have a Cricut tool, if you're... Okay. The bunny should stick to the clear stuff and come off like so. Then you just position your bun in the middle. Press it down, burnish it on there, and then you remove the clear sheet slowly. Some people like to do it on an angle. Some people like to do it perpendicular to the item. If a little piece comes up, just press it back down. Use caution around the little pieces like the ears. See, because that's stuck to that. That wasn't burnished enough, but easy enough. And voila. The final thing that you need to do is to hot glue your bow on. I would recommend using high temperature glue because it holds better. And then you just put that over your seam, hold it in place, and you're all good to go. One last tip. If these items, you would like to have them curl around, you can hot glue them, but I also have found that the little adhesive glue dots work wonders as well. So happy spring!